we're chilling, we're chopping it up, and then I get not a call, but I got a text in my group chat. You know, me and my friends got a group. Everybody got a group chat. You know, if you got a friend group, you got a group chat. So we chilling. My group chat's, well, not even the whole group chat. It's just one person. My homie Chris. My homie Chris is going crazy. He's tweaking out. He's fucking typing in all caps. He's spamming, and you know, everybody else pretty much got the group chat muted, except for me. I'm the only one that apparently doesn't. So I'm getting all the ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, is he good? Like, what's going on? Because he's not really talking English. He's just kind of like spamming letters and like saying guys, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, yo, what's wrong with bro? Is he okay? So I kind of ignore it. You know, as a W friend I am, I just ignored it. But then I see everybody else start saying shit like WTF in all caps, what the fuck, and oh my god, and no fucking way, and this and that. And so I thought I missed something vital to the conversation, and I start opening my messages, and I'm like, what did I miss that they're all reacting to this the same way? And then so I'm like scrolling through the messages, I don't see anything. So I'm like, what made them start tweaking out like this? Like, what is it? What am I missing? Where's my context? I don't have any context to what is going on. And then finally I'm like, bro, what are you guys like tweeting about? And so I tell them that, and then they're like, dude, Luka. And I'm like, Luka, like, did he get hurt? Like, I thought they were tweaking out because like maybe he got hurt. So I'm like, oh, what happened? You know, like, because they're just saying Luka's name. They're not even saying anything in terms of what actually went down. They're just saying Luka. Oh my God, Luka, what the fuck? And then someone said Anthony Davis in the chat, and I was like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? Did they play each other? Or did someone get dunked on? What are we doing? No one's really giving anything. They're just kind of, you know what? Now that I look back at it, honestly, I don't blame them, because that's kind of like, to be fair, one of the craziest things that's happened in sports for a while. So you know what? Valid response from the whole group chat. You know what? I give them a round of applause for that reaction, because honestly, well, hold up. Where the fuck is my reply? Oh my God, how did I end up on a scene screen? Okay. Let's give them a round of applause for the reaction, to be honest, because I would probably react the same way. Now that I'm looking back at it, hindsight 2020. So I'm like, guys, you guys are not really giving me much to work with here. What the fuck is going on? Can we please talk? Can someone please explain to me? So then, you know, they keep saying it. So I just look up Luka on Google or on Twitter. I can't remember if I looked it up on Twitter or Google. I think I looked it up on Twitter. So I go on Twitter, I search Luka, and literally the first tweet I see, the first tweet is the Shams tweet, the one everybody saw, the one everybody starts with, the reason everybody's tweaking it is literally the tweet. I could probably get it up here. Hold up. Let's go on X. No, X.com, bro. If I look up Shams. Am I even following? Oh, yeah, I'm following Shams. There's no way I'm not following Shams, right? This dude got this shit pinned, bro. This motherfucker pinned this comment. I mean, obviously, why would he not, right? But let's look at this shit. Ready? How can I do this without, like, messing my shit up? Let's just do this. Boom. All right, so look. I see this, right? I see this tweet. When I search Luka, this is the first thing I see. I see this. So like breaking, the Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick in a 3-team deal that includes the Utah Jazz. Now you see, I first read this, and I don't think it's anything crazy. You know why? Because I'm not even processing this paragraph as I'm reading it the first time I see it, because it's so fucking crazy and so not real in terms of what they're like, what the trade is. This is like some my team my career shit. This is some shit you do on a random fucking Sunday night 10 seasons into a goddamn like my career or my team. You just bored as shit. You don't know what the fuck to do anymore, so you just start fucking throwing trades around for the star players. Because usually in the NBA, the like hidden rule is like you don't trade star player for star player, because it usually doesn't really pan out too much. The whole point of trading your players that are stars and like above star level is to get value back from them in terms of like future value, like picks, or current value to help you win now. Because star for star usually is just kind of like, all right, cool. So like now we have this guy instead of this guy, but it's the same shit. Unless you're getting a star to pair with a star, then it's different. But like everybody pretty much knows like star for star usually, I'm not saying it never works, but like usually star for star trade is never gonna really pan out to much. It's gonna be the same, if not a little bit better, but also maybe could be a little worse. But it's like you're not really gonna get much usually. So you read this and you start listen. You're like, all right, let's analyze the trade, right? So hold up, give me a second. Let's get the real trade like detailed listings here. Let's look at this shit. Let's really look and like get a fucking feel on this. All right. Lakers acquire Luka Doncic from Mavericks for Anthony Davis. So from what we're reading off the title here, we're literally going from Mavericks. Mind you, Mavericks just came off of NBA fucking finals. A NBA finals. The place every team wants to be at the end of the year, at the end of the season. Every team is fighting for a spot at the NBA finals. And these motherfuckers, the Dallas Mavericks, looked at their fucking franchise player. 10 years solidified as a top contender, at least, minimum. Like, you're solidified 10 years at least of, like, great play. Regardless of if you think he's going to be fat or not. Because apparently the Mavericks are fat phobic. Like, I'm just saying, like, being dead ass, like, Luka's going to give you some good ass fucking years. He's been all NBA 5 years out of the 6 he's been in the league. So there's no real excuse as to what you're doing with like what we're trying to like. I don't get it. So the point is, you trade that to the Lakers. So now that guy, Luka Doncic, is on the Lakers, and in return, the Lakers are giving the Mavericks Anthony Davis, street clothes Davis, AD. You know, he's really good. Don't get me wrong, that motherfucker can hoop. He's a big man. He's a big body. He's got good play, bro. He's got amazing defense. Depoy, he's a damn near depoy every year that he's healthy and actually gets like, you know, what's the term? When he qualifies for being able to be nominated for depoy, he is usually in the depoy race. You know, he's got good defense. His offense is amazing. So, you know, you think you look at it, you're like, damn, pound for pound, that's not. Hey, if you're like a Mavericks fan trying to cope, you're like, yeah, dude, AD's not a bad trade. Like, hey, we got a big man, like, and he's an all defensive player, and he's all NBA before, and blah blah blah. Like, no, bro. See, that would be cool and all if AD wasn't a walking fucking hospital bill waiting for it to happen. Like, bro is always gonna be hurt at some point in the year. He's always gonna get hurt. Like, I'm sorry, it just. Even before the age factor, which I'm about to get to, happened, like he was getting hurt even before that. So it's like, yes, you could say the reason he gets hurt a lot is because he's older, but my boy was getting hurt way before the old, you know, he was getting old. So it's like now not only now does he get hurt all the time, but now bro is 31, 32, about to be 32, I think in March or this month in February, I don't even know. I just know he's about to be 32, I think. So you're trading a 25-year-old point guard / shooting guard, prime of his, not even the prime of his powers, but he's like basically in a first. It's like the preseason prime, like the pre-prime, which is already insane. But you have room to improve for the prime in the next 5 to 10 years. So you trade that guy. Fresh wheels, you know, still getting it. You know, he could still. It's not like he's never gonna not try to improve the conditioning, guys. He's 25. He's young. He knows he's good as fuck. Like, bro's just chilling, bro. Like, I understand that's probably not a good sign for the Mavericks. They probably don't like that. They probably want him to already be like on that Kobe mentality and be like, yo, I gotta slim down, keep myself in shape. I can't be coming into camp over the weight limit and blah blah blah. But I mean, bro just got off the finals. Like, if he was doing that like the way he's doing his work right now, like, why is he gonna change his schedule up? Why is he gonna change the way he works? If he just came off an NBA Finals appearance. Maybe that's very ignorant of me, but I just feel like if I'm Luka, the way I do shit obviously works and got us somewhere. Yes, we got 4-1, 4-2'd by the Celtics, but the Celtics are a fucking good-ass team. That's just how it is. It is what it is. The Celtics are a very damn good fucking team. So it would have been hard regardless of if Luka was fat or not, or conditioning-wise, but like, he was the only person really doing shit on that team during that finals run. I think for the most part, I can't. I'd have to go back and check, but I'm not gonna fully say that. Take it with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty sure Luka was doing his part for the most part. I remember Kyrie was low key shitting the bed though. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm just saying, Kyrie was kind of he wasn't really. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So, long story short, enough to the app. That's basically what you're trading pound for pound. So let's look at the details, right? Details are including the Mavericks announced Sunday they will have traded key NBA MVP candidate Luka Doncic to the Lakers in exchange for 10-time All-Star Anthony Davis, reserve guard Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. The 3-team deal. LA acquires veteran forwards Maxi Kleber, right here, and Markieff Morris. And Markieff Morris in the big 2025, I'm not really feeling that. Like, I really don't know what. I didn't even know this dude was still on a team, to be honest. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. The Morris brothers in 2025 is insane to me. I think Marcus is the better hooper out of the two, right? If I'm not mistaken. But Markieff Morris in the big 25 is absolutely absurd. Bro is not gonna get no minutes unless it's a blowout or they're getting blown out or they're blowing out somebody. Pause. I don't think bro's gonna get no minutes. So point is, he's just there. But Max Kleber, he's a solid 3-point shooter. At least he was. I don't know if he still is. I have not kept up with the Maxi Kleber lore, but I know at one point, bro was able to solidly shoot the ball from beyond the arc. You know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously you got the creme de la creme. You got Luka Doncic. So the Lakers are getting that right, and that's a crazy. Just Luka by itself would have been enough of a dub already, but that's a dub for the Lakers. Lakers get a dub here because you know what? They have someone now that they can just hand the keys to after LeBron's gone. Like they just basically got the white LeBron, the whatever what is he, Slovenian or no, he's not Slovenian. I don't want to mix up what race, like what ethnicity or where he comes from, but point is they got the European LeBron, the new one, ready for when LeBron's about to kick the can or like get the hell out of there, kick the can as in retire, not okay. Not that type of kick the can, but you get what I mean. Like, they got the new one, the new LeBron. So Dallas gets 80. And you know what? 80's chill. 80's cool. That's the homie for real. Got them a ring in 2020 in the bubble. A lot of people say it's a Mickey Mouse ring, quite literally, because it was in Orlando Disney. Mickey Mouse ring by definition. But, hey, man, they still got the ring. You know what I'm saying? The ring is a ring. I've seen worse shit happen in terms of getting a ring. Max Christie, Max Christie was starting to finally do some stuff on the Lakers towards the end before he got traded. So, maybe that'll kind of momentum him into a good role there in Dallas, but I don't know. I don't think this season he'll really get much up to anything done. But then again, what guards do the Mavericks have now besides Kyrie and who even else? Whoa, who else do they have? I don't know any other Mavericks guards. Maybe that's just my ball knowledge not being that good, but at least anybody that's just gonna come in and just solidify their starting spot. 2029 first round pick. You see, this is like cool, but like apparently the Mavericks are in win now mode, quote unquote win now. So the whole point of the whole reason this even happened, the whole reason this shit even is a thing we're looking at on our screens this weekend, is apparently because the Dallas owner or GM, I can't remember off the top of my head. He went out on a press conference and said, "Hey man, I really do think AD gives us a better chance at winning now because we're in win now mode, and I feel like AD's a top tier defender, which he is. I'm not gonna say no. I can't deny that. Can't lie about that. But like, he's basically saying, Luka, you ain't shit. You just took us to the finals, but like, fuck you. And AD, I think AD is a better option at champion in terms of a championship outcome. So we're gonna go with him, and we're gonna trade you away. That's basically how that shit went down. Like, he didn't say that verbatim, but like, if you really want to put it how it was, that's kind of what he was saying. So I don't know, man. I think that was kind of crazy. There's obviously some shit probably that went down under the curtains, under the blankets that we don't know. Because there's no shot, bro. There's just no way Dallas gives up Luka for like a bag of chips, some fucking paper clips, and a goddamn like fruit roll up, bro. It's just insane. Like there's just no shot. I just don't see it happening, and I don't know in what world they think that. But it's so crazy. I'm starting to like stutter and like forget my sentences mid talking. But like, there's no way they think AD's really. I mean, yes. Okay, let's really look at the roster structure here. So like now they got so that I mean, AD wants to play the 4, right? AD wants to be a 4. He wants to play this. He wants to play power forward. So he can do that in Dallas. I'll give him that. Hey, he gets to play the natural position of the 4 because they do have a good little center tandem in Dallas already. Nothing crazy, but they do play solid. They're athletic. They're defensive. They got Lively. They got Gafford. Now Gafford's funny because he's always on someone's highlight reel. If I could find the tweet, I'll pull that up. But dude, Gafford's a funny ass dude. But like he's solid center. Sorry, excuse me. He is a solid center though. Pause. So you got Gafford and Lively, and that's your rotating center lineup. Then you can maybe get a third one in there somehow. Maybe put AD in there when you really need to. But now you got AD can comfortably play the 4 and not have to worry about playing center because of the fact that the centers on the Lakers were dog shit or mid. Because let's be real, the centers the Lakers bigs were pretty buns. They might as well they were better. Like they were better off just signing Dwight from Taiwan, bro. I'm just gonna say it. I'm being so dead ass. Like I don't know why even Dwight himself was over here posting like, "Yo, man, it's not that hard to find a solid big man. I'm right here." That like he wanted the ring with you guys. Like I don't see why you wouldn't just bring him back just to try it, you know? So it is what it is. But point is, Lakers bigs definitely worse than the Mavericks. So now, you know, the one pro of this trade is AD gets to play the 4. You put Kyrie at point guard, I'm guessing. Clay at shooting guard. Derek or who is it? Is it Derek? No, PJ Washington. Who is it? It's either Washington or Jones Jr. You put him at the 3. So like you got a solid starting lineup, and you probably put Lively starting. I'm assuming, or maybe Gafford actually. I don't know. You could rotate that either or. But you know, you get them going. That's a solid lineup, but I don't know if that's really gonna get you anywhere in the playoffs. No offense. And the same thing can be said about the Lakers. I'm not gonna sit here and act like yeah, Dallas trade was ass, and that means the Lakers are gonna become the best fucking team because they have Luka. No, I think the Lakers are gonna stay the same as well. Because now the Lakers have no defense. They got rid of their one defensive anchor. LeBron's 40. He's not keeping up with the youngins. He might get a chase down block here and there, but he's not playing no solid defense for a whole game. And if he does, it's because he's not playing on offense. He has to play one or the other. He cannot sacrifice, or he has to sacrifice one part of the game for the other. You know, because that's how age works. You get tired faster. So then Luka's not he's not bad. I think people kind of discredit him a little too much in terms of the defense. Bro is not a cone, but like he is pretty bad. Like he's not the best. He's kind of mid in terms of defense, but offense, you get a fucking you get you get a bio weapon of offense. You know what I'm saying? Like he's up there. I'm talking like some atomic level threat on offense. So it's like a tit for tat trade, but I don't think even that's gonna help the Lakers really get much difference. For some reason, their title odds went up, and the Mavericks went really far down. But like I think they're about the same. I don't think either of them are gonna go too much down, too much up. At least for this season, I just don't see anything crazy really happening. So it's like cool the trade happened, but I think this is more of a trade that's gonna really impact at least the Lakers in the future. Because, I mean, you got Luka, and then what I want to happen, which it won't happen, is the Lakers trade Bron next. But the thing with that is there's only really 2 options for LeBron to go to, and that's the Warriors or the Knicks. And if it's not there, I don't think he's doing it. And I honestly don't think they're going to do it regardless. But wouldn't that be cool, though? Like, they already got rid of AD. You got Luka now. Luka is basically like LeBron. You know, he plays the same. He's the white LeBron, bro, like I was saying earlier. So why not just trade LeBron while he's still got some value at 40? He is 40, by the way. Bro is 40 years old. The smart thing to do here, if you're really going to rebuild and restart with Luka as your main star piece, is get rid of the old man, bro. I know he's the moneymaker. I know he's LeBron fucking James. But if you're willing to do this to get Luka, you gotta be willing to get rid of the guy that got you the chip in 2019. That's the cutthroat business of this shit, you know. So while he just had a 30-point triple double. Like like people will pay a pretty penny if you tell the teams LeBron's on the market. And I'm pretty sure the desperate ass New York Knicks and the fucking desperate ass Warriors that are shitting the bed right now, losing a bunch of games, are willing to pay a pretty penny for that. LeBron and Steph sounds like a fucking fever dream. I know he's 40, but like that still would be crazy. And you know, he already teamed up with KD, so you know, at this point, let LeBron get his get back and team up with Steph too. That's just me though. Like, hey, if Steph already, you know, Steph and KD already had their little moment. I think LeBron kind of jealous he didn't get his, you know. So it's like, now that he's about to be out of the league, you know, might as well just be like, yo, let me get that one stint with Steph, bro. Let me just try it out. Let me try this thing out while I still got some fuel in my tank. I think that would be crazy, but that's the least likely scenario. LeBron gets traded, right? So I know this is gonna be crazy too, but they're probably gonna start inquiring Luka over whatever moves they make in the future now than LeBron. LeBron's kind of taking the back seat now because of the fact that Luka is the new face of the franchise, or at least I would assume in common sense, this is now the new guy, the face. So now anything that the Lakers want to do, they got to talk to Luka about it. It's not gonna be let's talk to Bron about it. It's gonna be let's talk to Luka. And I don't know how LeBron's gonna take that. I mean, because that's for literally 20 plus years of him being in the league, that's been his role. Anything that goes down, hey bro, we gotta talk to Bron about this, or hey bro, let's run that by Bron. Le GM, you know the meme, Le GM, he's no longer gonna be Le GM. And the fact that, and the news that we got about him not knowing about this trade and finding out at dinner with his family just kind of proves it. It's like this was the first move they made without him knowing. If that's true, I don't know if he's lying or not, but he says he didn't know. So you know, if that's the case, then that means LeBron ain't really gonna be getting much info on these new trades that are going. He might get traded to the Knicks or Warriors and not even know about it. Now that would be crazy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. The point is, basically, Lakers. This is the trade for the Lakers in terms of future output, not win now mode. On Dallas's end, though, Dallas is trading here apparently for win now mode. So if this fucking trade flops and they don't win something out of this in the next year or two, this is gonna be the fattest fucking L of the fucking like quarter century, like not even, I don't even know, whatever you want to put, century, because honestly this is crazy. This is one of the craziest things that's happened in sports, in modern sports. And I know it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but I'm being dead ass, because Luka is literally like, to have a player that's 25 and have 5 out of 6 years be all NBA first team, lead a team to the finals this last season, only up from there, right? Like you just got your first finals appearance and you weren't even playing your best, or like your team wasn't playing its best. You lost obviously, but at least you made it, right? So you build up from there. And the Mavericks are like, nah, bro, like you're 25 and like we're good, bro. Like we don't want that. Like there are teams that will fucking scratch, claw, and kill for that shit, bro. There are teams that will literally do some heinous crimes to get a fucking player like that and have the opportunity to sign him to a supermax. Because the Mavericks were about to, apparently this offseason we're gonna sign Luka to a supermax, which is like the biggest, fattest contract you can give someone, and he was gonna be the most paid player in NBA history. But apparently the Mavericks didn't want to do that because apparently they didn't like his work ethic, or he was too fat. I mean, it's just stupid, dude. It's like, you see the work the dude does, you see what he does while being in the state of shape that you apparently don't like him in, and he's like hooping. And like I can kind of see it from like a disciplinary standpoint. Like, yeah, you want him to just follow the rules. It's kind of like the Patriots in the NFL, where it's like, hey, bro, we got the Patriot way, and like you're not too good for that shit, bro. Like you gotta do what we do, and if you don't, your ass is gone. So like I can see it, but it's like, bro, he's 25. I'm like 99% sure he would have grown into like getting accustomed to the flow of like how to treat his body better over time, and not do that and come into camp in the season like overweight. But now we'll never know, because I mean, we're gonna find out because he's on the Lakers, but like I'm saying, like the Dallas will never know. And the dumbass fucking GM / owner is like we'll find out in 10 years if this was a bad trade or not. Like, yes, bro, we will, but like, you're stupid either way. It's just like, look at the Wizards, look at the Pistons. I mean, the Pistons got Cade Cunningham now. Cade Cunningham is hooping. I can't lie, but you look at the Pistons, you look at the Wizards, you look at the Raptors to a certain extent. You look at all these like bottom tier teams, the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz had Donovan Mitchell, but they couldn't conquer or capitalize on him being there. But it's just like there are teams out there that would do some shit for some fucking players, bro. Especially Luka Doncic type players. You're telling me a team wouldn't sign a supermax for that, or like, I don't know, man. I feel like the Lakers just robbed the Mavericks there's no way to put it. There's no way to talk about this and be like, yeah, dude, the Mavericks low key got a deal out of this. Like, no, the Mavericks didn't get shit. They got Anthony Davis. And if they don't win anything out of these next 2 years with him, or 3 at the most, like 3 max, then they got fucking robbed. Like, point cut simple, bro. There is nothing good that comes out of this besides, unless Max Christie becomes a fucking demon, which I highly doubt. No offense to Max Christie, but Max Christie. But realistically, bro, you're not getting shit from that. The 2029 first round pick, realistically, probably isn't going to turn into anything because for some reason, NBA first rounders are hit or miss. It's like the top 3 are like the only good players or solid players. And even then, they're not even sometimes all-star players. They'll turn into like solid role players. So like, you're not really certain, you're not guaranteed nothing. So it's just, I don't know, bro. Cause like the only way it's frustrating because there's so many teams. Like, I don't even think the Mavericks put out that Luka was on the market. Like, I'm pretty sure they just did this with the Lakers and that's it. Like, they didn't even offer to any other team. They didn't even say to any other team, like, yo, we're like trying to put Luka on the market, you know? So if y'all want to like throw us something, let me know your best offers. Cause there's definitely a world where they could have got more than this for Luka Doncic. Like, you're telling me this is what you get for a 25-year-old perennial fucking all NBA first team player? These 3, this fucking like quick. This is like a convenience store like list. Like, this is like the list for like when I go to get some shit from Circle K, bro. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't get it. When we see the other trade that we're gonna talk about right now, the Spurs and Kings, you see how much shit they got for their shit and like the players they put up. It makes you really think like, why did the Mavericks go specifically for the Lakers? And you know, apparently it was for Anthony Davis. Like, they really just wanted AD. But even then, it's like, bro, you want AD that bad? Please put in please. You could have asked for something. Even if they said no, you could have at least tried to ask for more. You know, like 3 things and 2 players in a first rounder, and realistically 1.5 players and a first rounder. They got robbed, dude. Point blank. Like, basically the whole point of me yapping here is to just point out that the Lakers held the Mavericks at gunpoint and robbed them, bro. Because there's no fucking way. And then the Jazz are just in here in this trade just to take the scraps, you know, because the Jazz are the Jazz, and they fucking suck. So they get Jalen Hood-Schifino. I didn't even know who this was. And I kind of knew him before, and then I forgot about him. But yeah, they got Jalen Hood-Schifino, and even the Jazz got more picks, but they got second rounders. So those are basically throwaways. They got a 2025 second round pick and another 2025 second round pick via the Clippers. I don't even know how the Clippers get in here, but you know what? It is what it is. Point is, the Mavericks are actually slow. No one on the Mavericks organization knew about it besides, like, obviously the GM/owner and the coach. But like Mark Cuban, I know Mark Cuban doesn't own the Mavericks fully anymore, but you know, he didn't know about it. A lot of former Maverick legends didn't know about it. Obviously, Luka didn't know about it. So it's like, Luka had to have done some shit, bro. Like, they had to have had some dirt on him or some shit, and he didn't want to come clean about it. So they were like, you know what? All right, bro, we'll ship your ass. Because I cannot fathom the fact that they just gave him away. They basically gave him away. You cannot tell me otherwise that the Mavericks did not just say, here, take our perennial fucking cornerstone of the next modern NBA Mount Rushmore player. He is gonna have his face on the modern NBA Mount Rushmore, and you're just like, here, bro, take him. Go ahead and have him. We don't want him. We want AD. We want Anthony fucking Davis. That's what we want, baby. Like, no, bro. No. Like, really? I will say it's gonna be cool to see Luka in a Lakers jersey though, but AD in a Mavericks jersey. And you know, I'm kind of excited to see the Mavericks too. Like, I'm not saying like it's gonna be shit and like bad hoops, but it's just like in terms of like franchise building and like what you're trying to. Every team's goal is to win a finals, bro. And yes, the Mavericks are doing this with the intent of winning a finals with Anthony Davis, but you're not realistically, bro. Like, let's be real. I mean, hey, bro, we'll come back to this. If someone clips us, we come back to this in June and July, and the Mavericks are in the finals. You know, shoot me with a bow and arrow. I don't know, but point is, I don't think they're making that shit, and I don't think the Lakers are either. Lakers weren't doing shit regardless, even with AD, but they were better with. I think they were gonna be better with AD, because I think Luka and LeBron are too much of the same player to like really get any crazy more value out of what they have in that roster. They'd have to go trade for a big right now, sign a big something. Because they need a big man. They need defense. They have nothing on defense. They have no bigs. They're cooked, bro. So unless they go find one or sign or trade one for one, I don't know. But I don't think the Lakers are really getting anything done either. So realistically, these teams did this shit for nothing. But the Lakers do get one benefit, which is the future. Besides, even if they don't win now, they now have Luka Doncic. And he is eligible for the max re-sign whatever next year in 2026. So most likely that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna re-sign. They're just gonna sign him to Supermax and keep him, and then LeBron either stays until he retires or he's gonna leave after this year, whatever. I don't know, or he gets traded, maybe. But the trade one is really unlikely. But you never know, bro. At this point, I think that's the smartest thing for Lakers. Probably not gonna happen, but most likely LeBron's gonna be gone either at the end of this year, or just sticks it out till he retires, but with Luka being there. But I don't know. It's Luka's team now, so I don't know if he's going to be cool with that going forward. And I'm like, if LeBron gets traded at any point, I feel like he's going to be like, yo, we got to do a trade package, bro. You got to take my son with me. Me and my son on our package deal, we go together. I feel like that's some shit he would do. Like, so if he does end up having to talk through these trades and like potential trade landing spots, he's going to be like, yeah, bro, Pelinka, if you traded me, you traded my son. We go together. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would do some shit like that. So one of these teams is going to have to take Bronny Wan with him if he were to get traded. He's not going to get traded, but, like, you never know. If Luka Doncic can get traded with no one fucking knowing, there's no question what could happen after that, all right? So, like, I would say there's no way, but, like, there is a way because we're looking at this fucking trade right here in front of our faces, right? Like, this is a thing that exists. Like, this just happened on Saturday. This is not fake. This is fucking real shit. So, if that happened, if this right here happened, then anything's possible, bro. But point is, Mavericks took a fat-ass L. I mean, I like the move. It'll make them a really good defensive team, better than they were for sure, but I just don't know how much better it's going to be unless Kyrie balls. Kyrie got a ball, bro. Kyrie got to ball his ass off. And Klay cannot be going 1 for fucking 10. The literally last night or 2 days ago, the Mavericks played a game. I think it was last night. And, bro, my boy Klay, bro, we went 1 for 10 from the field. They fucking lost really bad. They got blown out. But, yeah, nah, you can't expect to win a fucking championship when your guy is going 1 for 10, you know? Like, Klay Thompson needs to up the game up. Kyrie got to up the game up. Kyrie been a solid hooper his whole career, but he's got to step it up a little. He's got to turn it up a little bit because Luka's gone now. A lot more pressure on him than ball. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm excited to see the new look teams, and obviously because that's the whole fun part. That's like the whole fun in the trade deadline is just looking at all the teams post trade deadline and seeing how they play, and kind of like analyzing like how the shit was before compared to now. What works better, what doesn't work better, like what did they fuck up on, all that shit. So we'll see. Like we can do a little update on this like in a month from now and see how this shit's looking. But from right here, like first reaction, or like not first reaction, because I mean I saw it on Saturday, but in terms of like debriefing it, like the Lakers obviously win this fucking trade by a fucking landslide. It's not even close. Mavericks got fucking scammed. There's no way they get this as the haul for one of the best fucking players of this generation. This is all they get right here. Hey man, fuck it. No, fuck it, bro. Mavericks, you got it, dog. Y'all are cooking some shit that we don't even know about. There's some exotic shit going on in the kitchen in Dallas, and we're gonna find out by June if they were cooking or not. Cause I have no idea what they were cooking, to be honest.